All right, so here we go. Yes, this is going to be a game changer for Starfield. Bethesda just announced that they are working on some brand new updates to Creation Club. And believe me, this is going to change Starfield big time. But also, what about Xbox? And when will this realistically release for Starfield? And you got to remember, they could also be preparing for Fallout 4 Remastered. That's another one we got to talk about. And we got a complete skill overhaul mod. This is really impressive. We got to talk about that one. And something strange was discovered related to ships for Starfield. If you're into shipbuilding, you're going to want to pay attention to this one. And yes, we're going to go over your top comments. You know what? Check this out right here. So recently I've been playing this free RPG simulation game called Nexus War. So what is Nexus War, you ask? Well, in Nexus War, you can summon unique heroes, explore the open world with millions of other players, discover secrets, find old ruins, meet scary creatures, dig up huge treasures, and capture important spots across the open world to ultimately win and claim rewards. Also, a very special thank you to Nexus War, by the way, for believing in what I do here and sponsoring this video. And get this, Nexus War also features 4 unique races: the humans, who are establishers and best for beginners, Izins, who are expeditors and best for jungling, Akas, who are damage dealers and best for attacking, and Theus, who are defenders and best for defense and healing. And each race has their own unique heroes who can also recruit their own galactic army. Heroes like Hino, Zafar, Ayuta, and more can each be leveled up using RPG-style systems, and by logging in for 7 days, every new player can win one of the strongest damage dealer heroes in the game, Zafar, for free. And if you want to take it a step further than Zafar, check out Hiona. For only 99 cents USD, you'll get almost 700,000 power instantly with this hero. Also, yes, there are Thanksgiving events too, including Culinary Symphony and Alliance Feast events. And by participating in these events, you'll receive some awesome rewards, and you might even get a legendary beacon, plus some amazing gifts await you at the Cosmic Fair, so check it out. So join me right now in Nexus War for free by clicking the link in the description below or scanning the QR code on the screen. And don't forget to use the exclusive gift code NWHeropack, which gives you over $100 worth of rewards. Also join my alliance named Open World Games, or join me in server S44 so we can battle enemies together and explore the open world. See you there. All right, so yeah, let's get straight into the official news post from Bethesda about Creation Club, which ultimately leads us into Starfield here. So it says we're planning on an extended maintenance window for in-game mods and Creation Club services starting the morning of November 29th. Now, during the downtime, Skyrim mods and Creation Club content you already have downloaded will still be accessible along with the game. However, players will not be able to access the mods and Creation Club services or be able to change mod load orders. Now, the Skyrim mods website will also undergo maintenance during this window, and the ability to upload content from Creation Kit will be temporarily unavailable. Now, it says thank you for your patience during the maintenance window, and so on and so forth. But you're probably wondering, how in the world does this relate to Starfield at all? Well, Bethesda has very big plans for Creation Kit 2.0 for Starfield, and the community definitely took notice to this post by Bethesda saying this right here: Starfield mods creation incoming. And they're definitely correct, because it looks like, yes, they're building up the groundwork for what's to come for Starfield modding. And then furthermore, we have this one right here. It says, I predict the beginning of Creation Club 2.0 is about to be set in motion. I'm perfectly fine with paying for mods as long as the quality is there and the modders get paid. That's a good point. You know, I wholeheartedly, once again, believe in supporting the modders so that we can continue also getting really cool mods in the future. You make the modders happy, make the modding community happy, well, you're going to get higher quality mods. Now, furthermore, he says this: also add 2.0 to Starfield. We need mods to make the character less ugly and to fix fast travel. So it seems like that's one of the mods you guys will be looking out for, is like a fast travel fix. But yeah, you know, mentioning that, what do you want to see for future mods for Starfield? Sound off. I'm just going to say, I just want an evil companions mod. That's what I would like to have, honestly, is to have my companions more evil and not so freaking annoying half the time. But you know, all this mod talk begs the question, will we be seeing mods come to Xbox? And the answer seems to be a yes. You've seen that happen previously with Creation Club and how they've worked on Skyrim mods, Fallout mods for Xbox. We have seen that type of support. So I would definitely expect to see modding support for Xbox for sure. But you know what? When is this all going to actually be happening? That's the question right here. It says, does anyone know the timeline for Creation Kit? It says, as the title says, have they said anything about when the Creation Kit for Starfield is going to be released? They made such a big deal about mod support in their marketing material. I was expecting it to be out today with the full release of the game. I kind of wanted to start digging into it for fun. And of course, this was posted 3 months ago, but someone brought up a really good point. That's why I kind of resurfaced this post. Check it out right here. They say this. They say Fallout 3 took 46 days. Skyrim took 3 months. Fallout 4 took 6 months. Point to take is the release times have been a little bit sporadic between releases. It could be sooner or later. Just enjoy the game for now. But I'm going to go ahead and speculate here. And I'm thinking, honestly, that we would be seeing this Creation Kit 2.0 for Starfield release by early spring. You know, I think that's a pretty good release time window for what we're seeing here with Starfield. I got to say, some of the updates have been very, very slow for this game. I mean, we've gotten like an FOV slider and then finally DLSS support. We haven't even received the, of course, in-game map for the cities, which is still wild to me that that wasn't readily available at launch. But hey, this is a Bethesda game, and I guess we're just going to roll with the punches here. But I got to say, I am super excited for Creation Kit 2.0 because once that becomes available for Starfield, we're going to see the landscape of this game completely change. Right now, we have an excellent platform for modders to really build upon, and currently, it's very difficult to mod the game. Despite that, we're still seeing some pretty cool mods released. Now, imagine what's going to be possible when Creation Kit 2.0 releases. I think we're going to be pretty surprised, which means look out for mod videos. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I got to say, I cannot wait. Now, also, we have this one. Starfield skills get much better thanks to a big new rework. And if you've ever been annoyed by how skills are laid out in the game, you're going to want to download this one for sure. Here's what it says right here. Starfield Pilgrimage skill overhaul comes from the Dragonfield team led by Vault Metal Dragon, who says the main goal of this mod is to improve consistency of skills and make each skill mean more to the player. Having your choices feel impactful is a huge and immediate improvement to the entire Starfield experience. Not only can you tell the difference with each and every new upgrade, but it also makes you excited to hit that next level up and plan out your build, something I certainly felt was lacking in the base game. Yeah, I felt like it was like a slow drip feed with some of the skills, and I'm glad that something like this definitely exists because check this out right here. Yeah, it goes on to say, while the majority of this amounts to clever rebalancing and reworks, great bonuses that are interesting and significant without veering into overpowered territory, there are some very welcome quality of life changes. No longer are surveying skills required to use your scanner effectively. That's nice. You'll get all zoom levels and 150 meter range right from the get-go, making exploring vastly more fun without having to plug an initial 4 points into an otherwise useless skill. I'm just going to say, I think Bethesda needs to pay attention to this mod and really do something similar with an official update. Then it says, likewise, items that feel like they should be available by default in a space game, such as boost pack, ship targeting, and thrusters, now are. And their related skills instead make you feel better at using them effectively. Similarly, crafting skills now unlock all research for that type, meaning you don't have to invest 4 skill points once again to craft everything from a particular field of study. Now, this is really cool. It says this, elsewhere, most of the other skills have been rebalanced and in some cases combined, which should help making all of your options feel equally tempting rather than a few standing out as clear winners. Now, while some of these are simple number tweaks, others make more interesting changes, such as combat skills that offer bonuses such as faster reloads after kills or a chance to knock down opponents rather than pure damage buffs. And that's one of the reasons why Cyberpunk 2077 reworked its entire perk system and skill trees, because it was kind of not interesting. I still think Starfield at some level needs some sort of overhaul to make skills more fascinating and impactful to the actual gameplay itself. But yeah, this is cool right here. It says Starfield player discovers strange, unused ship habitat. And this news item leads us to a really cool Reddit post. Check it out. And here it is right here. It says, I found a 1x1 bedroom in a derelict. This isn't hiding in the ship builder, is it? Check it out right here. And it seems like a lot of you guys actually want this feature. And if we go here, it says nope, but there is a mod for it if you're on PC. Oh, Bethesda, come on, hire these modders. I just think it would be worth it at this point. Because yeah, here it is. It says my habs, tiny habs, living quarters, and they add a bunch of really cool stuff like living quarters to the ship and you can check it out for yourself. There's also some other changes in here too. Like as you can see here, it mentions how you could haul more passengers. In fact, an additional 2 passengers if you use this mod, and it's very easy to install if you're on PC. So that's good news. But I also want to talk about inventory management. One thing players have been talking about is this one right here. It says Starfield players think one simple button could solve the game's junk problem. And if we get into this, it goes on to say this: Starfield players hope devs eventually add a sell all junk button. It says one fan expressed their frustration on Reddit, sharing a post with the following title: "Dear God, please, Bethesda, add a sell all junk button." But I want to take it a little bit a step further because I think another option should be able to favorite your items so they cannot be junked or accidentally sold. Of course, a lot of you guys want to be able to break down items as well, but being able to favorite your items also means it's easier for you because you're going to probably favorite a couple items, right? Instead of having to go through every single junk item and pick it out or whatever. And then you can go and say, you know what, everything else would be classified as junk in my inventory. So there's multiple ways they could approach this. Let me know how you guys feel about it. If you guys would like both options, I myself think they should add both options in the game. But yeah, now it's time to get into your top comments, so let's do this. And then we have this right here. Starfield just got its biggest update ever, a new warning and expansion news. Yeah, so when I say its biggest update ever, that's according to Bethesda. Of course, a lot of people still felt like it was underwhelming. We do have DLSS support, and yes, the game is ultimately improving, despite the fact that a lot of this stuff should have been available at launch. Now, we have this right here. Let's get into the top comments here. We have Saturday Sportsman, who says the following: there is so much room to do more with Starfield. It's like a big, empty frame. The main quest and solo quests only fill in a small part of it. There are a lot of room to fill in with more content. And that's where Creation Kit 2.0 steps into this. And I think it's going to be a very, very big thing for Starfield in 2024. So yeah, I cannot wait for 2024 to see what happens with Starfield. Now, we have Razer Keyboard, who says, I'd rate it a 5. It's a masterclass in how a gaming company needs to change with the times or fall behind. The plummeting rating makes that pretty evident. I wanted to love this game. I still do, but I'm pretty sure mods won't fix this one, especially considering the big wrench Bethesda threw into the works for the modding community. Yeah, I've actually heard about that as well. There's been some modders that have said, hey, this game wasn't even planned for modding whatsoever. But yeah, I just have to say we have to wait and see what happens with the modding scene in 2024. I'm crossing my fingers it's not like a disaster or something regarding mods. Because right now, for those that are actually disappointed with Starfield, they're holding out hope for the modding scene. And if that's messed up, then yeah, it's just going to really be bad for Starfield in the long term. So they got to get Creation Kit right, and it's got to be right when it comes out initially. Now, we have this one right here. Keep in mind, Bethesda Game Studios traditionally keeps their team smaller, so compared to other AAA studios, so a team of 250 still working on Starfield is a lot in that context. But yeah, I do think that they need to consider hiring on some more talent to help out. So again, you avoid that burnout. And then there's this one from Max who says, so far I played over 300 hours and I'm at New Game Plus 3 only. For me, Starfield is a great space-themed sandbox game with questing, crafting, and other activities. It's sort of like The Sims with a lot more shooting and blowing things up. I'd give Starfield a 7 out of 10 right now, which kind of agrees with the IGN rating. There's tons of controversy when they rated it a 7 initially, but for the most part, I'm seeing a lot of people agree with the rating now. Now it says, as for Elder Scrolls Online, I've been playing since the beginning and it's still fun. It does help to have a good guild to play with. And that brings up the point, would you guys like to see like a Starfield 76 or a Starfield co-op game? And ultimately, maybe we will see a Starfield co-op mod down the road, some sort of multiplayer sport. We've seen that for Skyrim, so maybe it'll happen with Starfield. Who knows? But yeah, there it is. Thank you all so much for watching, for all the great comments here. I wish, I could read all of them. There's so many good ones here, but thank you again for the love and support on the videos. I'm going to stick with Starfield. And again, like I've mentioned, I will be rotating to other games. There's some really cool stuff coming up here in 2024. And then, Avatar That's going to be releasing in early December, so I cannot wait for that one. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you all next time. Take care.